Hello, my name is Ash, a counselor in training. This is my Relatable study podcast for individuals who need help studying for their NCE, CPCE, and other related counseling exams. I'm going to go through many questions from multiple resources and make the answers relatable to both you and me. So get your listening ears on and let's get studying. Which research design provides the highest level of evidence? A. Quasi-experimental study. B. Correlational. C. Case report. D. Randomized controlled trial. The answer is D. Randomized controlled trial, because it can offer the best answer on efficiency of a new treatment. For example, women with a family history of cancer could be entered into a clinical trial to study the effectiveness of a new drug in hopes to prevent a form of cancer. What are expense sharing groups? Expense sharing groups share the resources and costs, but not the office space. Counselors can benefit from local, state, and national counseling relationships, and the group practice gives the counselor an outlet from being isolated and burned out with private practice. At one of my internship sites, they had an expense sharing group where they were able to share the resources they had and the costs, but not the office space, in which they had to share offices and make sure the rooms were available to provide counseling to their clients. This is just a personal example that could help you with understanding expense sharing groups. Development is cephalocadal, which means A. Foot to head, B. Head to foot, C. Limbs receive the highest level of nourishment, D. B and C. The answer is B, head to foot. When development is cephalocadal, it means that the head is developed first and then it goes down the body to the foot. When you look at pictures of a fetus in development, you tend to observe that the head is formed first and then the rest of the body comes after. That is the best example of what cephalocadal looks like. Ethical dilemmas often center on issues related to A. Dual relationships, B. Confidentiality, C. Credentials of test administrators, D. Licensure. Where credentials of test administrators and licensure are important and could lead to ethical dilemmas, that is not often the case. Where ethical dilemmas are often centered on the issues, it is either between dual relationships or confidentiality. The best answer you have would be confidentiality, because as counselors, when we start with a new client, we need to inform the client of confidentiality and their rights with it. Dual relationships can come up at a later date if it occurs. So ethical dilemmas often center on the issues related to confidentiality and its limits. A counselor has a client who missed several scheduled therapy sessions without prior notice. When the client does attend, they express a strong commitment to therapy and a desire to continue. As a response to this situation, which of the following actions is most appropriate for the counselor to take regarding rescheduling sessions? A. Automatically discontinue therapy due to the client's inconsistency. B. Schedule more frequent sessions to encourage regular attendance. C. Discuss with the client the importance of attending scheduled sessions and collaboratively explore barriers to attendance. D. Impose a strict penalty for any future missed sessions without prior notice. With clients who have missed several scheduled therapy sessions, it is best to C. Discuss with the client the importance of attending scheduled sessions and collaboratively explore barriers to attendance. We will have clients like this who will miss several scheduled therapy sessions without any notice. So we must discuss with the client how attending the sessions benefits them and work on specific ways that they can come to therapy, whether it's coming with a friend, getting on the bus earlier, calling an Uber, so on and so forth, so that they can attend the sessions. That is all 5 questions. Thank you for listening. Keep calm and study on.